Hebitsukai here with a review of the Uchu Sentai Kyuranger Kyutama Gattai 10 DX Ryu Voyager. So yeah, we did 11 yesterday, now we're doing 10, but hey, you know, numbers don't matter. This just made the most sense to me in terms of making this guy. We should have reviewed this guy first if we're making this guy out of this guy. So that's some reasoning, and I'm sticking to it. But this was released in April 2017 for about $3,600 or so, give or take, depending on when and where you picked it up. But included with this long serpentine dragon mech is the Ryu Kyutama. This is the cockpit version, so if you shine the light, it'll have Ryu Commander sitting in the cockpit, just like all of the Kyutama that come with the mecha series. But you can take the Kuma Voyager, Sasori Voyager, Ryu Voyager, and combine them to make DX Ryuteioh, which we will do in this video. You can use any one you want, but this is the standard combination. Big long dragon right there. As you can tell, this is a very long box. Shipping this was a pain, and actually in some places, in some instances, it might have actually been cheaper for you to buy Ryuteioh than it would be to buy this, just because of how it is shaped. But anyway, let's go ahead and get this open and take a look. And here he is. Reviewing him is going to be a little bit of a pain given my review setup right now. Don't have quite the long quarters for this guy, but yeah, he is very, very long. I would estimate probably a little under 2 feet long if I had to take a wild eyeball guess. I'm really bad at these usually. But there is his cool old face. You can see his green eye in there, kind of. It's there, I promise. Mouth does open. You can see a little bit of the kind of standard dragon head underneath it that they use for a foot design. But very, very cool. I dig that a lot. And I think, actually, like, without the helmet, they used this in the show as, like, the Voyager before he fully unlocked his powers or something like that. The design would have been a little bit different. But pretty cool. Like I said, very, very long. He does have some pretty solid wheels. So if you plop him down, he does roll very well, which I do appreciate quite a bit. The Kyutama just sits right down there as if it is holding it, which I think is a cool little touch. And you have these spines running through the dragon. And he's got a kind of funky tail, if I do say so myself. But hey, it is what it is. They had to make a stable foot out of it. But yeah, that is it for the Voyager mode, really. There's unfortunately no lights or sounds on this one, which, given the fact that Shishi Voyager does, Kerberos Voyager does, and Gigant Ho-Oh does, I kind of wish this guy did too. I don't think it would have been terribly hard to implement, but oh well, it is what it is. He's the odd one out, which is sad because I think this is my favorite of the bunch. But, oh well, go ahead and take the Kyutama out real quick. There is the fully powered up Kyutama. It is 10. It is a nice DX quality holofoil sticker. Purple plastic at the bottom. B32. And the singular pin for Ryu. There is the unlit version. Unlit, unpowered version. I don't, it's not lit. It's not a good party up in here. And there is the light with Ryu Commander sitting back there in the cockpit. So that is that. Like I said, that's it for the Voyager mode for this guy. Really cool. I do like this mode a lot. It is just very, very long and difficult to display. But it is what it is. So to transform him into robot mode, just take this piece off and then kind of split it right at the middle here. And then those two pieces will kind of connect right there. Twist this around and twist that around, bring that up, and bring that up to form feet. And then, like I said, these will just press together and click into place. So there you have the formings of a robot. And then up here, we will rotate to reveal the head. The Ryu Kyutama will go right in there. These will splay out just like that and rotate. That's not actually a splay, but whatever. Take our Kuma Voyager, good old Koguma and Oguma, convert that into arm mode, and he is going to dock right here. And then we take our Sasori Voyager, who's already conveniently in arm mode, and pop him over there. And then we take our helmet, bring the mouthpiece all the way back, and then this will peg into the head. There's a clip right there, as you can see, and you just have to line that up, which is a little difficult to do without viewing it, but there we go. There is Ryuteioh, and I like him a lot. The helmet is a little bit of an issue. It looks a lot better on the show, because they could scale the helmet how they see fit, but with the toy it had to be a certain size to fit the head that they sculpted as the leg, so it had to be really big, and from the angle you're looking at it right now, it's not too bad. You can actually see his face from the angle the camera's at, which is a plus, but yeah, I'm just not huge on that helmet. I like the design, but the helmet itself is just too big. You lose his tiny little face in it, and I'm not a huge advocate of that. But it is what it is. Like I said in the Kuma Voyager review, I don't like the Kuma Voyager as an arm, but hey, it is. I really do like the Sasori Voyager on here, though. Gives it a little like claw and a laser beam, which I like a lot. So 1 out of 2 isn't bad. And yeah, it is a little bit of a shame that you can't use the feet at all to kind of square everything out. But I mean, it is what it is. Hopefully by the end of this, we still haven't gotten full scans of Orion Battler yet to fully know if our combination will have a nice little carrier mode or not. But it is what it is, but pretty cool. But of course, you can actually combine this guy with Kyurenoh to make Ryutei Kyurenoh, I believe. There we go. And that is actually going to be a little bit different. So let's bring in Kyurenoh. And we're actually going to arm swap these guys. And we are pretty much good to go. We're going to go ahead and take this dragon helmet off. Kind of open its mouth just a smidge, and that will actually go right here. There's little holes on Shishi Voyager, and then he'll plug in right there. So I'm going to open up the mouth, and there you go. That's crooked. There we go. I did it this time. And that is actually it for Kyurenoh. So Kyurenoh is going to kind of scoot over here. For Ryuteioh, all we're going to do is turn his little head back around, swing these up, and then twist them around just like that, so that they're facing upward. And then these will swing back like this, so it's kind of like he's kind of walking on his tippy toes. And then all we're going to do is take the two on the back of Kyurenoh. You will see that there's tabs right down here and tabs right up here, and those are going to line with these tabs right there. And you just line them up. And there you go. There is Ryutei Kyurenoh. And he's interesting. He's not bad at all. It's definitely a little interesting, and it is most definitely a shame that we don't have like room for the other 3 Voyagers at the time of this release to kind of encompass everything. And I think that's kind of the only downfall of this design. I mean, it is kind of weird. It's essentially just Ryuteioh standing behind Kyurenoh and acting like a kind of battle station sort of thing, but I don't know. I like it. I like it better than Kyutama for the most part. The benefit of recording these videos so late is that I can comment on things that happen currently in the show. But yeah, I do like this form. You can mix and match certain Kyutama or Kyu Voyagers here in this situation, so you don't have to use Kuma. You can use somebody else. You can bring in Washi or whatever. Some of them get in the way a little bit in terms of certain things, but it is what it is. You'll kind of figure out what can go where as you go. So that is it for this guy. So let's put him back into Ryu Voyager mode and take a look at the Ryu Kyutama. We pretty much took a look at this already from the Ryutesueider, but I'll go ahead and do it again anyway. It'll only take a minute. that's about it for this guy. Really cool. I love this one a ton. Ryuteioh is a pretty cool robot, even with the little head issue. And mixing and matching the Voyagers to kind of figure out what is your ideal arms for him is really cool. Maybe this was a precursor to the video game arms. I don't know. But really cool and definitely worth adding to your collection. So that about does that for this review. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. And of course, like, subscribe, hit that bell so you don't miss a video. And as always, thanks for watching. Take care and have a great one. Bye.